What up, Sag? How are you, beautiful bitches, today? I finally have your November reading done. I apologize. It has been holy crap. It's a funny thing, I have a bad habit about pushing myself way too far and going balls to the walls for a little bit too long until the universe is like, okay, well, here you go. Here's your mandatory, we're gonna sweep the legs, put you in bed, you're gonna time out until we say so. So I got sick. I got real sick. And, yeah. Today is my first day actually out of bed, other than to go to the doctor. Yeah. Here I am. And here we are in November 2018 for Sagittarius. Starting out your reading, we have the overall theme, and I decided to do the overall theme with my I Ching deck. And I'm not real sure if you guys are familiar with this, but I Ching is all about the only thing that is guaranteed in life is that there's going to be change. And so when I drew your guys' cards and I was meditating, I was so confused. I felt like I was kind of like split in half, and half of me knew that I was supposed to be going this way, but then the other half was like putting up this really good fight to explain why I should be going this way instead. And then it came out in the cards as well, because this card says, I know you guys don't typically like when I read the meaning of the card, but with this one I'm going to, and it's also my channel, so I can do that. So here we go. Card number 27. Above mountain, below thunder. Thunder arouses the populace from complacency and shows them what is most urgently needed. It is important to nourish people with the food they require, taking care to address their concerns. A wise leader will not impose his or her preferences on the people, but rather will listen to their will and endeavor to provide nourishment of both body and spirit. So, when reading that, I was like, okay. But then look at your next card. Surrender the habit of people-pleasing. And I was like, well, what in the hell am I supposed to do with that? It's like I'm bipolar for half of a second here, and I don't know which way to go. Perhaps that's how you guys feel right now. So, I tried drawing other cards. I tried asking, for clarification, and then all of a sudden it was like, boom. Thunder arouses the populace from complacency, not from intense passion or extreme motivation or drive, but from complacency. And a wise leader will not impose his or her preferences on the people, but rather will listen to their will and do what is necessary to provide what feeds their body and soul. Here's the bell ringer. How funny thing, Sag. My camera cut out right there. Turns out you don't want to hear the bell ringer, huh? Yeah, it's kind of not the easiest, but how well of a job do you do at ensuring people don't impose their preferences on you? How good of a job do you do at not just rolling over, rather than sticking up for yourself and standing up for your needs? your wants, your desires, for your preferences, just for the sake of not ruffling any feathers. Next card from your spirit guides is surrender the habit of people pleasing. The card says, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make others and everyone else happy. Speak your needs. What? Be true to yourself. First and foremost, speak your needs. Don't put the responsibility of someone reading your mind to know what you want on anyone. Just say it. It's so much fucking easier. Second, be true to you. If you're willing to lowball yourself or fuck yourself over, why wouldn't anyone else think that it's okay for them to do it as well? Be true to yourself. What do you want? If you do not know what you want, you have a little bit of thinking to do. Sitting in silence, figuring out what it is that you really truly want and desire from your relationship, from your life, from this world. The other two cards from your spirit guides are Spirit Keeper of the West and Wounded Healer. With the Spirit Keeper of the West, this card is all about trusting your heart and knowing that all will work out just as it may. Even when those thunderclouds roll in and those storms rage across the land, does the sun not still set in the west? He doesn't get distracted or intimidated by the storms and then dip out in the southeast because it's a clearer or less tumultuous path, right? This card also speaks of endings and letting go. When the sun sets, we have to let go of the day. When the leaves fall, we have to let them fall in order to make room for the new ones to grow come spring. If we don't let go, how do we ever move on? How do we ever make room for new? For those blessings that have yet to come in? And then you have the Wounded Healer. No matter what others have seen as your faults, your flaws, no matter what has happened in your past, your life is literally going through a transformation right now and a process of healing. And that whole transformation and healing process is turning your so-called faults, into virtues. It's turning your past mistakes, per se, into life learning experiences. You can't be the wounded healer if you've never been wounded. But you also can't be the wounded healer if you haven't allowed for yourself to heal. What are those little stragglers? Kinda pulling up the hind end of the process here. Who's sucking hind tit? Let's figure it out. Let's get him going. What is it that you really truly need to sit and acknowledge and feel and let heal? Then we move into your guys' work, career, and finance section. This is like the most amazing numerological unfolding that like my nerdy little quirk could handle, because we have the Judgment card, that is card number 20 in tarot. Then we have the What of Cups, the 10, right? And then the Fool. The Fool is card 0 in tarot. 20, 10, 0. So, with Judgment, this is a fundamental time in your spiritual awakening. And when you slow down enough to really hear and understand what's going on or what's being said, rather than jumping to those conclusions and being so hasty, oh man, everything becomes so much clearer, so much smoother. Put forth that extra effort. Do your best work. Remember, if those around you are the ones that are having the issue of being so quick to judge or jump to conclusions, that's their problem, not yours. You do not change. You do not do anything to appease that negative habit that they have. Instead, you understand that it's just not your parade to walk in, and they'll figure it out. Because what happens when we assume? Most often, what? You make an ass of yourself. You make an ass of you and me, right? So the letters go. So let them make an ass of themselves, and you just sit back and enjoy. Enjoy watching somebody learn one of those fabulous life learning lessons, right? 10 of Cups. Like, holy sheep shit, this is like the card to get. If you want a positive card, this is the card. So, it's a fact, Sag. Like, you're the shit. And the cards, they are totally here to help you prove that right now. This is all about doing your job well. And even though those around you are fully aware of your abilities, you right now are going to be more apt to be happy that you're fulfilled at work. That your work is literally fulfilling you on a soul level. Rather than being happy because everybody's acknowledging you and stroking your ego and getting you a cookie every day. That's huge. If that's lacking in your work and career and finance right now, perhaps the Fool can help. Because the Fool is all about newness and the unknown. A fresh start. So there's bravery in walking into a dark forest with a game plan, a pocket full of some critter treats, maybe a 22 if all else fails, and like a real purpose for being there, right? But just stumbling into the dark forest because you're busy gawking at the people next to you when you were talking rather than paying attention to where you were walking, not so brave and kind of foolish, pun intended. The Fool is all about the new spiritual you. This is like day one, numero uno. This is it. Fresh start. A fresh season. A fresh you. A fresh perspective. A fresh start all the way around. Embrace that and make it a fucking amazing one. Love and romantic relationships. You guys have peace and acceptance. They aren't gonna go easy on you guys this month. They are gonna tell you pretty much what you need to hear. And I think these two cards are pretty much gonna seal the deal for you. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. How empowering, how amazing does that feel? Calm your thoughts. Move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax. Do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. You will soon enter into a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. Sag, it can't rain forever, because every storm runs out of rain, right? Just be damn sure that that storm is for sure where you are supposed to be. And you aren't just hanging out because of complacency. Acceptance. There is nothing in your life to fix. Only the disowned parts of you that yearn for love and acceptance. You are beautiful, just as you are. Regardless of any faults that you perceive you may have, you are an eternally radiant being of light. Accept all that you are, and just be you. When you can truly accept yourself, your whole world will magically and lovingly transform. There is nothing in your life to fix. The only things that need repair or fixing is that list of disowned parts of you that yearn for your love and your acceptance. You are beautiful, Sag. Stop judging and hating on yourself, and watch others follow suit. That's how you transform. Lead by example. Your spirit animal is the bear. This card says, emerge from your cave. It's time to wake up and shine, Sagittarius. You need to emerge from your cave. The calm before the storm, watching a pot of water boil, looking at a caterpillar in its cocoon. They all seem kind of boring and mundane, right? Kind of stagnant. But it's when that transformation emerges and takes flight that we're able to understand the importance of that hibernation period. You've changed. You've risen to a new vibrational level. Step out and introduce this new bomb-ass, enlightened, so spiritually awoken, beautiful piece of work that you are. You have been through hell and high water to get here, and you are going to flaunt every one of those fucking scars you've gotten along the way, because they make you who you are, Sag. Own them. Be proud of them. Every one of those are small endeavors. Some of them bigger than others. Some of them different times in your life with different emotional attachments. It's still all in the past, and it's still who you are today because of all of that. Love yourself. All of you. Your entire being. Love your soul. And watch how beautifully your life will transform. I love you guys. You are absolutely amazing, and I will see you again in December. If you need anything, I am always here for personal readings. All that shit is down in the description box, okay? All right. Love you, beautiful bitches. I'll see you in December. Bye-bye.